When I first met Hank, he had been moving from one temporary home to another for nearly a year. His original owner had fallen on hard times and could no longer care for him. So, through no fault of his own, Hank found himself constantly having to start over. He spent a few months with one family, then a few more with another, before eventually ending up in a foster home. I actually met him through a friend's mom who was fostering him at the time. Looking back now, I still have a hard time understanding how a dog like Hank could have gone unnoticed for so long. I think the biggest reason was that Hank wasn't the kind of dog people expected him to be. He didn't get overly excited when meeting new people. He wasn't the type to run across the room looking for attention or throw himself at strangers in hopes of being loved. Instead, he would quietly sit and patiently wait. Apparently, a lot of people struggled to understand him because he was so reserved. They weren't quite sure what he was thinking. But when I met him, I didn't see a distant or uninterested dog. I saw a dog who seemed incredibly polite. There was something gentle and thoughtful about him, almost as if he was always trying not to inconvenience anyone around him. At the time, my dog Bill, who had been by my side for 13 years, was nearing the end of his life. He had been there through some of the most important moments of my life, and the thought of losing him was devastating. I knew our time together was limited, but no amount of preparation can truly prepare you for that kind of goodbye. By then, Bill wasn't particularly interested in making new dog friends. He was older, in pain, and mostly preferred having his own space. But for some reason, he liked Hank immediately. There was no awkward introduction or adjustment period. They seemed comfortable with each other from the very beginning. Watching them together gave me a feeling I still can't fully explain. After Hank came home with us, I started noticing little things that broke my heart. Everywhere we went, he seemed unsure of what he was allowed to do. When we met new people, he wouldn't immediately walk over to greet them. If another dog approached him, he would hesitate and wait. Even when it was obvious that everyone wanted to meet him, Hank would often look back at me first, almost as if he were asking for permission. Sometimes I'd watch him in situations where most dogs would naturally run off and make friends. Instead, Hank would stay nearby, quietly observing everything around him. It was obvious that he wanted connection, but he approached it cautiously. It genuinely felt like he wasn't sure whether he was allowed to have friends. That realization was heartbreaking because all I wanted was for him to understand that he didn't have to earn his place anymore. He didn't need permission to be loved. After Bill passed away, I decided to adopt another rescue dog as a way of honoring the love he had brought into my life. That's when Beverly came into the picture. She had been abandoned in a park before being rescued, and from the moment Hank met her, he completely fell in love. The two of them became inseparable almost immediately. They sleep together, play together, and somehow always end up curled up side by side. Watching them together has become one of the greatest joys of my life. For a dog who once seemed unsure whether he was allowed to make friends, seeing him form such a strong bond is incredibly emotional. What makes all of this even funnier is that Hank is actually one of the goofiest dogs I've ever known. Even though he initially comes across as serious and reserved, he's absolutely hilarious. He has a giant head, floppy little ears, and a smile that looks permanently attached to his face. My husband is a tattoo artist, and Hank occasionally spends time at the shop with him. He wanders around, greeting people, leaning against them, sitting beside them, and quietly keeping them company while they get tattooed. Somehow, everyone falls in love with him. He also loves sleeping and eating. If Hank could design the perfect day, it would probably include snacks, naps, and then even more snacks. That's exactly why he's on a weight management plan that includes plenty of exercise, even if he doesn't completely agree with it. Despite his love for food and relaxation, what he seems to enjoy most is simply being around the people he loves. We do almost everything together now. Sometimes it feels like we're connected by an invisible bond. When I get up, he's usually right behind me. When I wake up in the morning, he's already paying attention. If I'm having a bad day, he somehow seems to know before I even say a word. More than anything, I want Hank to know that he'll never have to wonder where he belongs again. He will always have a home. He will always have people who love him, friends who adore him, and new adventures waiting for him. After everything he's been through, I want him to experience every bit of happiness life has to offer. And when I think about all the circumstances that had to align for us to find each other, I still can't believe how lucky I am. Somehow, this quiet, patient, gentle dog came into my life during one of its darkest chapters and made it brighter.